What's going on, everyone? I'm the Alliance Orc here, and today I would like to welcome you to a new video in which we're doing something that I feel is kind of more of a fun idea, and that is what would happen if the sound type got introduced to the Pokemon franchise. Now, for those of you that don't know, the sound type has been kind of highly requested by the fan base for a while. And today I'm going to give a very in-depth analysis of what would happen to moves, Pokemon, and even the type matchup chart if the sound type was introduced. So coming right off, we have the type chart here. Now, if the sound type was introduced, I would just want to say, first off, if you think about a lot of the type chart matchups, a lot of it makes like real life sense. How Bug is strong against Psychic because people are afraid of bugs and it's a mental thing. Or how fire beats water or water beats fire because water puts out fire. And how fighting beats normal because fighting people are more extraordinary than normal people. But enough of that. The sound type, if it was introduced, I would feel would be resisted to ground, rock, and steel. Why resisted? Because you can normally hear sound coming through ground and rock in like solid steel beams and stuff, but it's normally like what's the word? It's hindered. You can't really, it's muffled. You can't hear the full sound entirely. So because of that, rock, steel, and ground would be resisted to it. Ghost would be immune to it because how is sound going to hit a ghost, you know? And water would also be immune to it because when you're underwater, you can't really make any sounds underwater. And let's see, as for super effective, Psychic type sound types would be able to hit super effectively because, you know, Psychic Pokemon need to focus. And how can you focus with all that racket going on, you know? And I would probably say sound would also be super effective against ice because loud enough sound can cause ice to break. But as for that, that's pretty much all of the advantages and disadvantages that the sound type would have. Now, moving on to list of attacks. All the attacks I'm going to mention would be attacks that would change to the sound type from what they are right now. And I literally have a list of all the attacks, including signature moves, which are going to ignore those. But literally starting from the top and going down, Aeroblast would be changed to sound type, and I know you're all like, that's Lugia's signature move. It still would be changed to a sound type. I feel like Air Cutter could... No, I feel like that would hinder its identity too much. Aqua Cutter, Aqua Ring, Arm Thrust, Aqua Tail, Armor Cannon... Like, a lot of the moves that are going to change are going to be, like, sound-based moves. But you're already... I mean, that should already be, like, common sense. What is Batty Bad? I've never heard of that move. Belch. That would 100% get changed to a sound-type move. You can't tell me otherwise, because literally, that's all belching is a sound. Belly Drum could get changed to a sound type move. Let's see. Boom Burst 1,000,000% gets changed to a sound type move. Every single time. Bug Buzz would get changed to a sound type move. At least I feel like you could keep that as a bug type move as well. But I mean, could easily be changed to sound. Buzzy Buzz would definitely change to a sound type move because it literally sounds noisy. And just so you all know, the idea for this came from me watching a video of the Pokemon ROM hack that has too many types. I saw that and I'm like, yo, what if some of these types we could actually make legit? And I saw the sound type and I'm like, that actually has been meaning to be a thing for a while. Chatter could 1,000,000% be more sound than flying. Clanging scales could definitely be a sound type move because it's literally Como-O scales are clanging against each other making sounds. So coaching, coaching is literally you cheering on your teammates. So that could be changed to a sound type move. Confide can be a sound type move because you're whispering stuff. Part of me wants to say curse could be changed to a sound type move as well, but only for the normal version because the ghost type one just makes too much sense as is. Let's see. Disarming voice could be a sound type move, changed from a fairy type. I don't know. I feel like Dragon Pulse could get changed. Echoed voice 1,000,000% gets changed to a sound type move. Maybe Eerie Impulse as well. Encore could be a sound type move because it's just a sound of someone clapping for you. Could say the same for Flatter. Part of me wants to say Explosion could get changed to a sound type move because literally it's a big boom, but I feel like it would be a fire type move before anything else. Also, if there's any types you want me to cover, just feel free to comment it down below because it's actually kind of fun to look at. Let's see. There's a lot of moves here. See, there's Flatter. Like I said, that could be a sound type move. There's a lot of moves here. Skip all the G-Max moves because I'm not going to count any of those. What is Genesis? Oh, that's Mew's signature Z move. Okay. I was like, wait, what is that? I've never heard of that. Yeah, Grass Whistle could be a sound type move as well, honestly. Or you could leave it grass. Hammer Arm, Hardened Haze, Headbutt, Heal Bell could be a sound type move because you're using a bell to heal your allies. Maybe even Helping Hand because it's just you clapping and cheering on your ally. That could be easy sound type move. Howl, definitely a sound type move. Hyper Voice, easy sound type move there. There's many options you could change in the game to make it viable. I just try to make sure I don't miss any because there's a lot of them. There's just a lot of moves in general. Part of me wants to say, I don't understand. Lucky Chant could be one. I don't understand Lumina Crash too much yet, but maybe that one could be a sound type move. But you'd also be kind of taken away from Espathra a bit. Skip all the max moves. We don't care about those. Metal Burst, 100% sound move. Metal Sound, sound move has sound in the name. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like I said, just trying to make sure I don't miss any. No roar, sound type move, easy. But see, it just goes to show how viable this could be. Like, you already have an egregious number of moves that you can use. I really want to say Overdrive could be one, but I also know that is Toxtricity's signature move. But we'll get to Toxtricity later. Parting Shot could be a sound move. See, we're starting to get to some of the mainline ones now. Perish Song, 100% sound type move there. Pounds, powder, power. Pulverizing. I miss that move. That move was good. Pulverizing Pancake was so good. Let's see here. Relic Song could be a sound type move. Easy. Like, very easy sound type. Roar of Time, but that's Dialga's signature move, only usable by him and Smeargle. So, again, more on that later. Because, like I said, we are going to go through typings as well. Rolling characters. Round. Oh my god, this would be like the mascot move for sound types. Round. That move is so meme. Screech, 100% a sound type move. Again, self-destruct, same thing as explosion. I really feel like I would just change it to a fire type move, honestly. Shockwave could be a sound type move because that's literally what a shockwave is. Seeing, sound type move. Sleep Talk could be a sound type move because you're asleep and you're talking in your sleep, which is making sound. So I could see that being sound type. Snore, sound type, easy. Sonic Boom, easy sound type. Because sonic booms are literally just... it's a loud sound from something moving really quick, I believe is what a sonic boom is. I don't know. I never really seen it used in context outside of Pokemon, so I only really know it in that context. So if you want to roast me in the comments, go on ahead and do it. We're just about done. Supersonic could easily be sound type, especially with how it's portrayed in the anime. Taunt could be sound type as well. Give you a way to actually stop prankster dark types, since it's a dark type move itself. I'm looking at you, Sableye and Whimsicott. Uproar could be like a mainstay signature sound type move. Maybe raise its power to 100. Give them the extra buff. And we're just about done. Yawn is like the end of it. Yep, after yawn, that would be all the moves in the game right now that I would change to sound type. Just because they're all sound-based moves already. And it would give them a very hefty load of moves to work with going into a new game. Now, as for the Pokemon who would become sound types, I'm just going to kind of go through this all kind of rapid fire. But starting from Gen 1 going all the way to Gen 9, the first Pokemon I would give the sound type to would be Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. In exchange for their normal type, they would become Sound Fairy. Zubat and Golbat, I would change from Poison to Poison and Sound type. Because bats literally use sonars to and sound waves. Like, I think it's like, I can't remember the scientific term for it, but they literally use sound to traverse and move around. So, and plus give Crobat a nice buff, which I'd love to see Crobat get a buff. Poison sound, heck yeah. And then let's see. After that, I would. Part of me wants to give. I want to give like the regular Voltorb line something, because I feel like the Hisuian form wasn't enough, but I can't really justifiably think of any way to vouch for sound being on them. Even though all they do in the anime is blow up and it's all they're known for. Could like be very easy to work with, but outside of that, that's all for Gen 1. Now as for Gen 2, obviously Crobat, Poison, Sound because of the Zubat Golbat change. Igglybuff, same with the Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, I would give that Sound over Fairy. I feel like Politoed, I would give Sound as a secondary typing to, just because the Politoed Perish song gimmick is, you know, it's one of the things out there, and I feel like Politoed could utilize the Sound type. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like I said, you guys can roast me for how wrong I am in the comments. But I'm just giving my professional Pokemon opinion, because I've been playing this game since it came out. And I feel like this would be a healthy change for the game. I really do. Let's see. Yeah, no, there's really not a lot in Generation 2, but Generation 2 has always been kind of mid. Now for Generation 3, I would give the sound type to, honestly, I would say Ludicolo, maybe, but I don't want to change any of its two typings because its two typings are already valid. Obviously, since we're in Gen 3, we have to include the entire Whismur line with sound as a secondary typing, because they're the mascot childs for it. I mean, there was even a scrapped ability for Exploud called Cacophony that you could actually still get in Gen 3 randomizers. So 100% the Whismur line. Let's see. I feel like Chimecho could get sound as a secondary typing just to help it out, because it's a wind chime and it just kind of blows in the wind making sound. I feel like that would be valid for it. And on to Gen 4. Hear me out. Kricketot and Kricketune. Sound type bugs. Sound bug type. You can't tell me that these two don't deserve it. You can't. I won't listen to you. I will not believe you. And I figured there'd be more Pokemon who'd benefit from the sound type. Chingling, same as Chimecho, pre-evolution. So, hear me out. Bronzor, Steel Psychic, Bronzong, Steel Sound. I don't know, I feel like that's reaching a bit, but I like it. Chatot, Flying Sound, because it's a literal parrot. And plus we need more primary flying types out there. Don't have enough. And... After that... So, Dialga. I said we'd get back to Dialga. For Dialga, I love the idea of a Steel Dragon. It's very strong typing. But since it controls time, I don't know. I feel like Dialga would be too much, but at the same time, part of me would want to change its signature move, which I feel would need to change its typing. But I don't know. Dialga has too much link to its typing already with its signature item, its signature moves, and everything. I'd probably leave it, but I'd also toy with the idea of changing it and see how that would go. And obviously Arceus would get a sound plate because Arceus is every type at once. Moving on to Gen 5. Wow, Gen 5 needs some love. Gen 5, you need something. My God, I don't see a single person I could validate giving sound type to at all. And that's very, very sad. Like, yeah, nothing in Generation 5 fits Meloetta. Get rid of its normal type for sound type, and you got a better mythical. But aside from that, nothing in Gen 5 deserves a sound type. And that's kind of sad. As for Gen 6, we have... pretty much nothing. Yeah, that's, yeah. Nothing, in my opinion, deserves sound type in Gen 6. Gen 7, Primarina would have to lose her fairy type to get the sound type because it's literally the water, fire, grass starter trio that's been a thing forever. And I feel like fairy just fits the mermaid idea, but if I could, I would find a way to incorporate it into Primarina, maybe a alternative form, a regional form of Primarina with fairy sound. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, it's something. I feel like Toucanon, just the way he is, I feel like, the change from normal flying to sound flying, I feel like that would work for Toucanon. It's a stretch, but I feel like it could. Just because. And... yeah, that's... maybe Komao could shed its the Jangmo-O line could shed its 4 times weakness to Fairy and get Dragon Sound as their typing. That way, because, let's face it, their signature moves are all about sound. So, the Jangmo-O line, I would definitely consider giving the sound typing to. Okay, yeah. We're starting to get thinner and thinner here, but Generation 8, I would give the sound typing to... So, here's the thing about Toxtricity. Electric and Poison fit it too well. I would give this Pokemon sound type in a heartbeat. But what do you take away from it? Electricity fits the electric guitar look. Poison, it just works with its design. I don't know how you change Toxtricity and give it sound type without hindering it without a regional form. Because, Toxtricity is just kind of perfect as is. Moving on, we have... Yeah, that's basically it. Not really anything else deserves the sound typing in Generation 8. So Generation 9, Skeletors, I would ditch Ghost for sound type because of its signature move Torch Song, which, oh yeah, I didn't even see that on the list, but that could also be changed to a sound type move, if so deemed. Let's see. Part of me, I don't know, Squawkabilly is kind of a reach, but I feel like maybe give that thing a little bit of a buff in some way so it doesn't suck. Squawkabilly is just bad. Just bad all around. Yeah, that's... Again, Reverum, same issue as Toxtricity. Its typing fits it too perfectly. Maybe Screamtail could get the sound type because it's a Paradox Jigglypuff. Maybe. But yeah, after that, I think that's really about it. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe. Comment down any types you guys want me to see. If you guys want to see me cover next, just comment down below. And with that being said, I'm the Alliance Orc, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.